8:22, Paul Buckley in studio right now. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning,
Good
William.
morning.
Good morning, William.
Hey, what you did over the weekend, that program was really, really well done, and it was awesome. I love the content especially.
I appreciate that, William.
Very nice.
You inspired me. You know that.
Yeah, I mean, City Limits, which airs over the weekend. It's a different time, by the way. The alert goes off.
I have to say this for Steve Ventura's sake because he gave me hell for it, but it's on WFXV Channel 6 at 10 a.m. every Sunday morning and WPNY at 5:30 p.m. every Sunday afternoon.
What did you say wrong? What did you say?
I didn't mention FXV, and Steve gets very sensitive about that.
It isn't FXV Fox 33?
Fox 33.
Fox 33.
Yeah.
It's no longer TV 33, is it?
You remember the days?
Steve.
Do you remember the days of what Fox used to be like?
Oh yeah, that little Quonset hut out there in Rome,
and that
Sitting
literally used to be running movies on VHS. You would walk in there, there'd be a video like a VHS player in there. Yeah. And they'd be playing. I mean, it's come a long way.
It has.
Then.
It was a shoestring budget, and it was unbelievable. I mean, they were sitting on like milk cartons and stuff like that. I'm surprised they got off the ground. But they've done well.
And now, it's all high definition and the studio and everything else.
It's a powerhouse. It's wonderful. They've done a great job.
All righty. What now?
Well, I'm here really for the beer, for Nagel. That's why I'm here. But I'm here to plug.
He'll be in soon.
I wanted to thank everybody involved with the water drive. I mean, it was a great idea that you came up with. I mean, you're the one who set this thing in motion. And then I said, well, I remember you called me up that one day. You said, well, tell the mayor I got something that he may be interested in. And then all of a sudden you dropped the bomb, and all of a sudden I jumped on it, and it got to be more in depth than I anticipated.
Yeah.
So it turned on and on and on. I said, so it was longer than just one segment on the show. So it turned into two.
It's funny how these things that I bring up just tend to be much more work than we ever anticipated.
So I got to meet a lot of different people. I know a lot of people from from Timmy Reed's Boilermaker Nation. I know of them from the past, but I mean, I got to meet a lot of like Tim Geruso from Human Technologies. Fascinating what goes on over there, and you'll see them on the show too. But I mean, it was just all these people in the area. They're just unbelievably giving, and it shows, and I was very impressed. Very impressed.
It is, and just to watch those people delivering grocery carts filled with water. Yeah. I mean. It's pretty incredible.
The most enjoyable part was watching Manaski just break his back, picking up all those crates of water and load them in the back of the truck.
He did a lot of that, yeah.
Well, let's be honest. I needed the exercise, so
I think at one point
did a great job.
I think at one point Manaski said, "You need to help carry some of these crates of water." I'm like, "Okay, I'll carry two." Or three, but I did. I was never there for any of the carrying parts.
No, you're the great delegator, is what it comes down to.
I whatever it is, it just never. But I got to tell you, Fred, we don't mention Fred, Hula Hoop Fred, but he camped out there the whole week, and he did a great job as well. So really cool.
But on the same topic, I just want to start something new here on your show today. I want to give Tim Reed a new name called Mr. Metaphor.
Okay.
Because I listened to it. I mean, when he came up with that rock and roll Jim Bott,
that was really good.
I go, who else would do something like that?
Who else would come up with that?
Tim's a funny guy.
Dead on. Yeah.
So it's Mr. Metaphor as far as I'm concerned.
He's describing the TV show Vinyl, which is. Have you seen any of it?
I have.
It's a flashback of the 70s.
It is, but I don't know how accurate it is. I mean, it's kind of weird.
It's weird, but there's every time I go to check on accuracy, I find out it's accurate. Yeah,
it's spot on. I guess I didn't know that much about it.
Like even the building that came down, accurate.
Really?
The cocaine going up the guy's nose, very accurate. I mean, there was
imagine that
a lot of cocaine flowing there. Nagel is in here. Manaski, throw that mic over. It's a little throwback day we have going on here. Look at these bottles here.
Yeah, these are kind of super 70s.
Yeah. What is this? Is Switchback Ale.
Switchback Ale, finally available in a 4 6-pack. So you can
look at that bottle. That is a throwback bottle right there.
Yeah, they used to call them moneybacks, right?
I didn't know that.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I've heard some old-timers refer to them as moneybacks or stubbies.
Do I look like an old-timer to you?
I am.
Never mind.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, so describe this is an ale.
Mm-hmm. So Switchback Ale out of Burlington, Vermont. A guy by the name of Bill Cherry has a very particular way of brewing, and he created this ale that's unfiltered. Gives it a little bit better mouthfeel, a little, more discernible hoppy flavor to it. And for a long time, it was only available on draft because it's unfiltered and it was very difficult to put in a bottle. You get sediment and it's unappealing. So over the years, He carefully created this method where he spins the beer through a centrifuge, filtering out only the larger particles of yeast and leaving that nice sort of hazy amber color to it. And you still get the great flavor of it. Tastes just like it does on draft, and now available in a much more convenient package.
Neat. And the money back bottle is really pretty cool.
It's not only just a point of difference on the shelf, but as you can see, the packaging covers up almost all of the bottle to protect it from light.
Okay, and that's important. I guess when you we might have talked about this before. There's a reason why the bottle is dark.
Correct.
Yet, how does Miller High Life get away with what they do?
You know, that's a great question. They actually use a proprietary hop that doesn't get light struck. So,
really?
Yeah, it doesn't produce the chemical that other
and the
hops
same thing
do.
would be with what's the Mexican beer there, which
Corona.
is Corona. There's a few that are in a clear, but most are always in a dark bottle.
Certainly.
To protect.
Yes, to protect it from being light struck.
What do you think, Bob?
Now, well, may I interject my age here? Now, with the money back, does that maybe because I remember back in the day when I was a youngster, during my misspent youth, they had like everything. They had 5-cent deposit bottles way back then too. And then I think it went away, maybe during the 70s, whatever. But could it be a money back bottle for the return, the 5-cent return?
Is that why they?
I don't know.
Well, that's a
what
money
I
back.
thought, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Probably.
Okay, well.
And so but that wasn't probably being done
Was that
for
just a
recycling purposes. It was probably being done because it
Refillables.
benefited the company. They could
Sure.
refill it.
Yes.
Right? And you would return your Coke and Pepsi bottles too,
Sure.
right?
And your milk bottles.
And your milk bottles. So,
Well,
all
because they were
right,
made of glass. The milk bottles back then were made of glass. Probably too early for you guys. To remember
And listen, Vernon Dairy out there in Vernon, which delivers to the entire area, was doing glass bottles up until about 10 years ago. And the only reason they switched from glass bottles is the company that was doing the bottling was unable to I'm pretty sure that's the case, was unable to fill the glass bottles.
Burn Dairy still has glass
Burn
bottles.
Dairy still has glass bottles. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Different size, but
That's how you knew you were a man growing up, when Mom let you carry, the 20 pounds of
Carry it,
milk out
yeah.
to the car.
For us, it was to walk down the road and give 50 cents to the farmer who filled a jug, and you brought the warm milk back. That was different. All right, Buck, good stuff. The Nagel, thanks, man.
I got one more. There's a new program in Utica. It's called the Amnesty Parking Program.
I was going to let you stay.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back after
All
this
right,
message.
What's the program, Mr. Dictate the Program?
Okay, it's called the Amnesty Parking Program, where you can bring back your old parking tickets, no matter how long you let them ferment for the original fee. So, like your original fee is like $50. After $72 it becomes like $100. Then
It goes fast. It moves up fast. Yeah.
And so after March 18th, the boot goes in. The boot goes into effect, and they will be booting aggressively. So my new slogan is, pay the loot or get the boot.
Okay. You always have a slogan.
Yes.
I've noticed that.
I booted aggressively once.
You.
Family show. Family show.
We're going to break. In your booting, we're talking about they put the disc on the tire, and you can't drive the car.
No,
right?
you can't.
So this is until March what?
18th.
You can bring it back, bring your ticket back, no matter what. And
well, you got to pay the original fine.
What if you don't have the ticket? What if
they'll have records? They'll have records of it.
They'll have
your
it.
information.
They know your name.
They know.
You
and
know it's
and
there.
they will find you, and they will boot you.
But if you didn't have the ticket, you could come back and you would pay the original price.
Right, exactly.
That's a pretty good deal.
So
You wanna do it now.
all your late fees have been forgiven.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's very good.
All right, nice. All right, I feel bad for all those people that paid the late fees, but hey, who cares about them? Just like cable TV. Same deal. Hold on, we'll come right back, 8:30 at WIBX.